fixing the balloon, I will explain that what is fermentation actually. Fermentation means, definition of fermentation means that the conversion of sugar into alcohol in absence of the oxygen. In absence of oxygen, because yeast is an anaerobic organism that do not use oxygen for respiration and energy. And the chemical formula for the anaerobic for the fermentation is that first glucose. Glucose means sugar for this, and plus yeast. Sugar plus water and add yeast powder, so that reaction will take place. On the right hand side we will get that energy, carbon dioxide, and ATP means energy, and alcohol for fermentation, byproducts, carbon dioxide and energy. Here our whole setup is cleared. Now first I will balloon. Why we take balloon? Because the byproduct of the fermentation is carbon dioxide and energy used by yeast by breaking down the glucose complex substance into simpler one. So here our whole project, whole activity has done with the help of my partner yesterday, and whole has done. So can I write a chemical formula here on?
Start.
Good morning everybody, myself Sairam Prashanthass, and my partner yesterday is performing the activity of fermentation in the science lab. First I will introduce all the materials that are needed for it. This is sugar, also type of glucose. This is water, not a distilled one, it is only water. Here Yash has a mixed water and sugar for making the fermentation process succeed. Now we are adding the yeast powder to it. Here I will explain that what is yeast powder. Yeast powder means that yeast anaerobic organism which use alcohol, which use sugar to make the alcohol. This process is known as fermentation. So here she is mixing this. Now mix it.
Wait it.
Now here we can see that the sugar is settled down at the bottom and the water is mixed with the yeast powder. So we know that the yeast powder's density is higher, not as same as the sugar water, so that it float on the this. Now take one bite. Yes. So here now we are adding here process will take place in the foam, because the yeast
in the whole activity was explained by the students. Okay, after the a few times, or after the completing the reactions, see this kind of carbon dioxide, it was collect inside the balloon. Okay, means after this whole process it was carried out. Okay, the byproduct means how we can conclude, or how we can understand the reaction is carried out inside it. How we can understand with the help of a collection of a carbon dioxide in the balloon. We can add the yeast, sugar, water inside the test tubes, and afterwards, okay, whole completion of the reaction will be get a carbon dioxide inside the balloon, and due to it, when a balloon is blown, will we get means carbon dioxide it was started to collect inside the balloon. Okay, thank you.